Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? Do not forget to hit like and subscribe. So as you can tell from the title of today's video, we're going to be talking about all things social media and marketing on social media. So whether you're a new nail tech, you're an advanced nail tech, you should be marketing on social media. Nowadays, that is like the #1 way to advertise yourself, especially if you're at home based and you're not in a shop and available to kind of get your business and your name out there. So I'm going to be giving you some tips and tricks that I have learned over the course of the past couple of years from fellow YouTubers, from classes I've took, so on and so forth. I'm giving you everything that I have social media marketing wise. Starting now. My first question to you is, do you plan your social media content? If the answer is no, you are wrong. You should be planning out your social media marketing content. So your Instagram post, or if you are a YouTuber, planning out your videos, planning out your tweets, your TikTok videos, your reels, your stories, all of this stuff should be planned out. You don't want to be spontaneous when you are posting. We want it to kind of process with someone in the right way. We want them to see our page looking a certain way, and we'll get into that later on. But you should be planning everything out. So it's not just sporadic posts that this is a video, this is a nail, this is me doing a funny reel, this is this. We want to make sure there's some cohesiveness to our marketing strategy. So remember, you are a small business. Whether this is your full-time job or if this is your part-time job, you are a business. You have to treat it as such. So you have to take the time to plan and be strategic about your marketing strategies. If you have an Instagram account, and I'll speak a lot more about Instagram. Me personally, I'm a little bit more familiar with Instagram and other stuff. I'm not into the TikTok thing and all that stuff. But if you have an Instagram page or a Facebook page, it should be a business page. So we want to differentiate between our personal pages and our business page. Not only is this professional looking, but also, if you aren't aware, you get certain advantages and benefits of having a business page, especially for Instagram. We're able to see certain insights. So I can see who's following me, what's the demographics, is it mainly women? Are they in New York area? Are they this? Are they that? What times are they looking at from my followers? What times are they most active on Instagram? So I know when to post and when it's going to be beneficial to me. I don't want to post during a dead time when no one's going to see my content. So we want to make sure that we have a business page, and all business pages, usually across the board on all social media platforms, will have some type of insights so we can use this information to know when to post the right content. Also, in the beginning stages, what is your social media look? So I ask that to a lot of people, and we say this in a sense of, as a viewer looking at your page, do you have a flow? Is there a look to you? Is it bubbly? Is it dark? Is it bright? I'm sure we all have personal friends. I've seen personal friends of mine on Instagram that, let's say, all their pictures are black and white. That's their thing. Or they do like a picture, a quote, and a quote. So you're looking at it, you see all the pictures in the middle column and then the quotes on the side. Whatever you decide you want to have your look of your social media be, it should be cohesive. It should be something that's well thought out, it's planned, and you're posting to accommodate that look that you're going for. When it comes to posting, so there's this myth that I see a lot of people talk about on YouTube and Instagram and, coaches and stuff, and they're saying you should be posting 3 to 5 times a day. I'm going to tell you right now, that's very hard to do. If you are doing this, it can be overwhelming. It can be exhausting. It can eventually lead to burnout. So we want to post and stay relevant and stay up to date. We're not going to let days pass. If you miss a day of posting, okay, so what? Or if I only posted once today in the middle of the day, so what? I don't always want to have that pattern, but we always want to make sure that we are consistent with our posting. But you don't have to kill yourself and post. You don't have to do that because it's exhausting. Social media can be very exhausting. So you just want to make sure that you're posting enough to keep yourself relevant in the feed or in the stories or the reels, whatever you're doing. And that's all. When it comes to new nail technicians, I find this with a lot of my students. They'll say, I'll ask, do you guys have a professional Instagram? They'll say, no, well, I'm just in school. I'm just practicing. I'm just doing my mannequin hand and so on. So they don't feel the need that they're not ready yet, so they don't want to have an Instagram page or put their business out there like that. My advice, if you are a beginner nail tech, post your work. If you are only working on your mannequin hand or your best friend or your mom's hand, post your work. Tease people, start the business page up, let people know this is what I'm working on. This is my skill level. I'm coming soon. I'm coming out. Don't look out for me. You got to let people know, start to build those followers so that when you are ready to come out and start your business, they're like, yes, I was waiting for this. I want to book. I see your work. I see what you're doing. Don't think I'm not ready yet, so I'm going to hold myself back and I'm not going to do the Instagram thing or the social media thing. Start posting now and put that bug out in people's ears. Spread the word that you are going to be starting to do nails soon. You're in the beginning stages now, but you're coming soon. Also with posting, we want to make sure we post across the board. So we don't want to do just posts. Posts are good, but posts are something that only your followers can see. A lot of people are shooing more towards stories. We always want to post stories. Stories are quick, they're easy, they're to the point. I do stories as well. However, Reels have become more popular. So now we're in 2022 and you're starting to see all these TikToks and Reels and so on and so forth. Reels are awesome because it helps to get your name and your business out there to the Instagram world, as opposed to me posting a story that's only my followers can see. So you should be posting all of the above. Post certain things on your stories, have certain Reels. Again, what is your flow of your social media? So for example, I'm busy during the weekend because I'm working. So how I keep myself relevant, instead of having just nothing going on my Instagram during the weekend, I post on my stories. I post when you see me, if you follow me on Instagram, you should be following. When you follow me on Instagram, you see during the weekend, I post stories of the nails that I'm doing. That's what I'm actually doing that weekend, or a little bit of what I'm doing. Then I have regular posts that I post during the week that are the actual nail pictures or a meme or this or that. Wednesdays, I'm usually on my stories and my posts promoting for the YouTube. So there's a flow, there's a timeline. If you follow me and you've got it, then you get it. But there's a flow to my social media of how I'm trying to stay relevant in all these aspects. I'll do nail hacks for Reels. Those usually come out on Saturday. There's a timeline for everything, but you want to make sure that you're posting, doing stories, doing Reels, you're staying active in all of them. Another thing, when it comes to posting your pictures, you should be marking your photos. Let people know who's doing this work. A lot of times customers are bringing in pictures of other nail technicians' work. I always take a glance at the watermarking and see whose page is this or whose photo is this or whatever the case may be, because you never know. Don't doubt yourself. You might be the picture that somebody brings to their nail tech because they want to do your work. Just because somebody doesn't come to you doesn't mean that they don't appreciate and like your work. They'll just have their nail tech copy it and do it. So we always want to make sure that we're watermarking all of our photos, leaving your name, your brand, whatever on the photos in the middle, so it's nice and big and we're able to see who is this nail work by. So there are a lot of apps you can download. If I think of any, I'll leave them in the description box below, the one that I use. So you can watermark your photos with a free app, or maybe $1.99 app or something you can purchase. But it's definitely worth it. You want to be marking your photos. And it also looks a lot more professional. When you have your Instagram page, again, we spoke about the look of your page from an outside view. So your posts should go accordingly. So we don't always want to post something, maybe we have a nail like this, and then we have something else, we have them like this. So you always want to make sure you have a good flow. So when you're looking at someone's page, you have the same kind of background, you have the same image. If you're going to do videos, are the hands always the same when you're asking your clients to model and stuff for you? So you always want to make sure that your pictures and your posts, your stories, whatever you're doing is consistent. It has a flow. Everything looks kind of the same. It goes with your brand and your colors. We always want to put all of that into consideration when you're posting something. And most importantly, nothing personal. Again, this is your business page. I don't post anything from my personal life on my page. That's not why you're there. If you want to see that, you follow me on my personal page. If not, this is business. Everything is business related. I don't want to see pictures of you at the club, on the beach, and this and that. Unless you were at the club that was doing a nail conference or something is not related to the business, then you shouldn't be posting it. This is why we have personal and business pages. So you want to just keep all the personal stuff, the little funny, inappropriate memes, as funny as they are. And trust me, I come across so many and I'm like, I want to post this so bad, but this is super inappropriate and not professional. So I don't, or I'll post it on my personal page. So we just want to make sure that everything always stays professional. So some tips and tricks that I have learned in the past couple of years when it comes to social media and marketing. First, hashtags. Hashtags are super, super important. So we always want to make sure we have hashtags. I'm going to leave a link in the description box below to a lady, Vanessa, I forget her last name. I'll leave a link in the description box below. And she gives some really, really, really good advice on social marketing. I played this video all the time when we cover this topic in school, and just creating different hashtags. We don't want to use hashtags that are so popular, because think about it. If I write NYC nails, do you know how many hashtags are NYC nails? I'm gonna be just thrown into a pile of millions and thousands of others using that same hashtag. So we wanna make sure we kind of narrow down our hashtags and they're appropriate for us. We wanna be able to be seen and to come up more than just kind of getting flooded out with other popular things. Because remember, we're working with the algorithm and we want it to kind of find our stuff to display it, hopefully maybe on somebody's explore page or in their search. We want to be searchable when we are using our hashtags. Another thing is we want to switch up our hashtags a lot. So for example, if you were to look at my page, you notice I have several groups of hashtags that I use. I don't always post. Sometimes I'll do 2 pictures with the same hashtag, then I'll switch hashtags, and I have groups. How I do this is I have a bunch of hashtags that I use for my nail pictures. I have some hashtags that I use for when I'm doing my YouTube channel. I have hashtags for when I'm doing my products, for just general. I have a whole group. So all I'm doing is saying copy, paste. I'm not sitting there mentally thinking, what are the hashtags I'm going to use for this picture? Or now I'm going to switch it up. So what should I do? I did all the research already. I have it out. I have several different groups of hashtags that I'm going to use when I'm posting these pictures. Another good tip that I can give you is make sure that your pages are all linked. Everything should be flawlessly linked. If you have a website, your YouTube, your Instagram, your TikTok, your Twitter, everything should be useful, because let me tell you, people will just click, 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 follow. If you make it hard, they're not going to do it. Because let me ask you, how many times have you seen someone's Instagram page and they were maybe promoting something, or a book, a nail class, a product? It could even be nail related. And you go, they say, you know, link in bio. So you go click their bio, and then you see it's not a clickable link. That's number one. That's another thing. It's not a clickable link. What do you do? Oh, that's too much. I don't know about you, but that's what I do. I'm not copying, and you can't even copy and paste to Instagram. I'm not doing all that. So now this person lost a potential sale from me or potential interest from me because they didn't make that link clickable. You always want to make sure everything is clickable. I also change out, you only allowed one website link in your bio for Instagram. So depending on what I'm kind of advertising or putting out there at the moment, I switch between my YouTube link and then I switch between my KeishaNails.com. But at the same time, my Keisha, if you go to my website, you can click and get into my YouTube. But again, that's another step that somebody may not want to do. So if I have an ad out for an upcoming video and it says click the link in the bio, I'm going to make sure that link is for the video or for my YouTube channel. If I'm selling something or I have a product or I'm doing something on my website, whatever, or I don't have anything going on right now, I'm just gonna shoot you to my website. We always wanna make sure that everything is clickable and it's linked together, all our social media accounts. Because again, we wanna make this very easy for people to follow us. You'll see a lot of times, and it does have good payoffs, because I do see, if I'm running an ad, I'll see people, boom, I get a notification, someone followed. Boom, I get a notification, someone subscribed. Because I made it super simple for them to just, like, if they like what I have going on, they're gonna click, 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 link, subscribe, follow. They're gonna do all of that. So we just wanna make it very easy for people. Another really good tip that I learned from Vanessa, and I'm gonna leave the link in the comment below, is when you have the title of your name. So we always have an Instagram name. My name is Keisha Nails. You're allowed a certain amount of characters within that title bar. So you want to utilize, anytime they give you a bunch of space. Another example would be in my YouTube page. In my YouTube page, when we titling a video, we're allowed a certain amount of characters. So I could just easily write social media tips. I'm going to utilize all that space, because again, the more I put into this space, the more it's putting it out there, the more the algorithm is now, okay, she's talking about social media, she's talking about new nail tech, she's talking about this. And it's gonna pick up all of that information. So I wanna utilize all this space. So if you do a search for The Nail Teacher on YouTube or for Keisha Nails on YouTube, all my videos come up because I put that in my title bar. So back to the original point of on Instagram, you are allowed a certain amount of characters. We want to utilize all of that. So for example, I have Keisha Nails LLC, and then I have a dash, and then it says The Nail Teach. So if you type The Nail Teach, I will come up on Instagram. If I did not have that there, you would have to type Keisha Nails. That's the only way that you would see me pop up. So if you are somebody that's doing lashes, you want to say so-and-so, lash technician, or Colorado lashes. You want to be searchable. We're trying to get business, and using social media is the number one way to do this. So if they allow you 150 characters, use 150 characters, not 130, not 99. We want to use everything that we're getting so that we can make sure that we're putting ourselves out there to get business. Another last tip that I have for you is sometimes as nail technicians, we're taking pictures and you don't always like the work. And it doesn't mean that you don't like your work. Sometimes a customer will bring something to you and they love it. That's their style. They are allowed that. So I'm not a fan of every single thing that I've done, but someone will. So my point is, even if you don't like the picture, if it's still a good picture and it shows the work behind the picture, but you're not maybe a fan of the design itself, post that picture. Because let me tell you, a lot of times I'm like, I don't want to post this. I don't really care for this. That'll be the one that'll get the most likes or the most comments. Or maybe not even likes and comments, but when people come in, they're like, oh, you posted this picture, I want to do this again. Because there's a lot of duplicates I do, but I don't post all the duplicates. That's another thing, we don't post duplicates but so much. But post everything. Post some things that you're not too comfortable with, because like I said, some people are more extra, they like the extra stuff. Some people are simple, they like the more simple stuff. So we always want to make sure we're posting everything so we have a wide range of customers. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean that nobody else will as well. So that is all the tips that I have for you for social media marketing. If you guys have any other questions, please leave me a comment below. I'll be happy to try to answer everything. Anything that I spoke about, I will leave a link in the description box below. Do not forget to follow me on Instagram and you can check some of this stuff out. It's Keisha Nails. I'll leave the handle right here. And also don't forget to hit that notification bell and hit subscribe. Please subscribe and like this video if you are enjoying my content. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.